Our story begins on a dark October night. Just on the harbor stands a laboratory where Professor Edward Titan works.
I think I've got it, Joe.
Professor Titan was a short, weak-looking man. His dangling blonde hair swung just above his focused, deep-set eyes. His young assistant, Joe, turned to him.
That's great, Professor.
There.
Suddenly, there was a huge explosion. Joe and Professor Titan were both knocked clear across the room, but they were still alive.
Are you okay, Joe?
I'm fine, but I've got some kind of strange symbol on my stomach, and it hurts.
Why don't you take care of that? With one adjustment, I should be done.
In a few minutes, Titan made that final adjustment.
Yes.
My stomach feels better, Professor.
I'm done, Joe.
Professor Titan turned around. He held in his hand a brown fuzzy belt with a gold plate as the buckle.
What does the belt have to do with the wolf habitat?
Fool! I didn't come into this business to work on wolf habitat. I came in for my own purpose. I guess you'll be the first to find out.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Bruno Maxilis!
Professor Titan started twitching violently. Then it happened. His hands started turning hairy, then his feet. His ears grew long and pointed. His eyes slowly turned red until they lost all their original color. Titan's white lab coat started tearing. And then he transformed into a werewolf. His massive figure overshadowed Joe.
No, stay back! No!
All Robinson Productions presents The Ninja Bros! Starring the voice talents of Paul Robinson as Pete, Drew Shetler as Phil, Nathan Burton as Paul, and Joshua Yates as Patrick. Extras voiced by Joshua Carr. Today's episode, The Monster Called Titan. Featuring Joel Hoskinson as the voice of Titan. The next day at the ninja's home.
There's nothing good in the newspaper. Maybe there's something good in the news.
This just in. Professor Edward Titan and his assistant are both missing.
Huh?
We have with this Jim Graceland who reported this. Jim, tell us what happened. Well, honey, I was just coming out of my apartment when I heard a commotion over yonder here at this lab. So I came over and saw this place in shambles. And then I heard me another noise, so I turned to see a huge shadowy figure stalking off. Scared out of my pants I was, so I called the police. That's right, Jim. And although the lab was a wreck, there was no blood anywhere. Just a big hole in the wall. Searches took a place to try to find Titan and his assistant, Joanna Zilla. All searches have failed. Stay tuned for constant updates.
Well, I'll be something else. Whatever happened to Professor Titan?
That night,
Let Maggie.
an unsuspecting man exits the bar and starts for home. But he doesn't realize the danger he's in.
What was that?
He gazes into a dark alley. All he sees in the darkness are two glowing red eyes.
Huh?
Then the huge figure rises from the alley and hovers over its victim. Its teeth gleam in the moonlight.
Oh my, stay back, please, stay back! No!
The next day, it was all over the news. Over 20 people had been murdered. They were ripped to shreds.
The body count is piling up even higher.
Some think it might be giant vicious dogs, but the paw prints are bigger than wolves' prints.
Some say werewolves, but honestly, do we believe in fairy tales? All the newspapers did late editions to the latest facts. Mr. Ninja got a copy of the late edition.
This is horribly incredible!
Dad, what is it?
You boys haven't heard the biggest news in the city?
We heard about Professor Titan's disappearance.
This is bigger than that! Mass murder! Over 20 people were killed. Giant paw prints are the only clues. Some think giant dogs did it. Everyone is advised to stay indoors at night.
Giant dogs? Let's put the facts together. Professor Titan is working on wolf habitat. He disappears, and now multiple people are dead with giant paw prints next to their bodies. Titan obviously transformed into a werewolf.
Oh, please. You don't believe in werewolves, do you?
I sure do now.
It could tear any tough guy to pieces.
Aha! This proves it. Looking at the calendar, I see that there was a full moon last night. Come on, guys, let's go discuss this werewolf business upstairs.
Wait, boys! Don't you think giant dogs did it?
Dad, I would rather believe that chimpanzees did it.
Chimpanzees. Perhaps.
In the Rose Room, what do you guys think we should do? Paul?
We need to try and stop them tonight. Full moons always happen twice in a row. However, I'm going to drop by the library to research a different kind of werewolves.
Different kinds? You mean there's more than one?
I think there's 4. I need to know the details though, then we can stop this monster.
Yeah, but we're gonna have our hands full with this one.
Paul returned from the library shortly with a ton of books. He spent all afternoon researching. Paul, it's gonna be dark soon. Are you done?
I'm done. Gather around, guys. I want to read to you what I learned about werewolves. It's very interesting.
I bet it is.
Werewolves are theriomorphs, anything that shape shifts from a human being to an animal form. Legends say werewolves started in England. People gave their souls to demons in return for the body of a wolf, and the strength of one too. However, they were not given the senses of a wolf. There are 3 kinds of werewolves. The first is the Hexenwolf, German for spell wolf. The user wears a wolf-hide belt and says magic words to transform. He can transform at any time. The second kind, Lycanthrope, is one who only turns into a wolf in his mind. He is aggressive and strong and resistant to pain, injury, or sickness. And finally, the most famous of all, the Loup-Garou. A curse turns him into a werewolf only when the full moon is shining. He immediately goes on a rampage, unaware of what he's doing. He has supernatural speed and power. Any injuries heal instantly. He is immune to poison or sorcery. It can only be killed by a purely silver weapon. So I have here Mom's silver butcher knife because it's pure silver.
So, which one do you think it could be, Paul? Loup-Garou?
I know it couldn't be the Lycanthrope because of the paw prints it left. I think it's either a Hexenwolf or a Loup-Garou. The full moon could have been a coincidence. A Hexenwolf is possible.
Well, bring that knife along. We find out tonight. It wasn't long before the Ninja Bros were out on the rooftops, scouring the area for any signs of a werewolf. Alright, be on the lookout, guys.
Just listen for loud growls and snarls.
He must be huge.
Yeah. Is it okay to be scared?
No, it's not okay. We're just after a giant flesh-eating werewolf, that's all.
Oh yeah, that's all.
Guys, just watch. A few blocks away, a young couple is taking an evening stroll. What they don't realize is that 2 glowing eyes are watching them from behind bushes.
It's nice of you to walk me home, Frank.
Aw, of course. I could use the fresh air.
Sure didn't start tonight, but at least the moon is full, so it shines bright. What was that?
Oh, it was nothing.
The pros were still atop the buildings, looking and listening, when all of a sudden, they heard it. Let's go! It came from over here, guys! They started leaping across the rooftops. They slowly descended until they reached the ground. Paul was the first to see it. 2 bodies laying in the street, torn to pieces.
No!
Then he saw Titan standing close by. In anger, he pulled out the butcher knife.
Why you?
No, Paul!
Take this!
He swung madly at Titan, but the ugly creature simply moved aside, grabbed Paul by the leg, and threw him into a nearby building. Paul crashed through the window. The others quickly ran inside to see if he was all right. Paul, are you okay?
I'm fine. Did you stop him?
No, he got away.
Yeah, we didn't want to get in his way and become his next meal.
He killed that couple. By now he's probably killed more innocent people.
Do you think the police could stop him?
No way. They don't believe in werewolves, and they never will. Same with the press. They'll go about it with guns, all in vain.
I didn't mean to interrupt, but we should go home. We have school tomorrow.
Are you kidding? A werewolf is nothing compared to my math test tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll go. Oh, but Paul, could you tell what kind of werewolf it was?
Yes, I saw the belt. He's a Hexen Wolf.
The next morning, Titan wakes up in his hideout. His face is scrubbed. His eyes are bloodshot from the lack of sleep he had. He picks up the morning paper.
I don't believe I killed this many people last night. When I transformed, I seemed to lose all human emotion. I made the belt so I could steal money, but I seek human flesh more than anything. I can't help it. I'm drawn to it. Such power. Power that I've always wanted, but power that I cannot control. That first night, poor Joe.
Suddenly, the door crashes to the floor. A whole SWAT team charges in with their guns pointed at Titan.
Put your hands up, Titan. Thanks for leaving a trail of bloody paw prints for us to follow. You're the one, all right. Any last words?
Titan grinned, and his eyes flashed.
Just two. Chronomaxillus!
In the blink of an eye, Titan transformed into his hideous wolf form. He glared at the doomed SWAT team, who were shocked beyond degree.
What? How can that be? There's no full moon! Firemen, come on, fire!
Bullets bounced off Titan like they were flies. Titan's hulking figure lurched towards the SWAT team. He was ready to pounce.
No! No!
Once again, the late edition had big news for the city. And once again, Mr. Ninja was taken aback.
What?
What is it this time, Dad?
Let me read this to you guys. Last night, the murderer left a trail of bloody footprints, or paw prints, to his hideout. A SWAT team of 10 men followed the trail to catch the murderer. However, after 2 hours of being gone, the police went to investigate. Upon arrival, they found all the bodies of this team murdered in the same fashion. Police are baffled as to how this could happen. One thing is certain, Edward Titan is the murderer.
The bros go to their room and discuss the matter. This is crazy! Somewhere in New York City is an unstoppable monster. How do we beat him?
The only way we can beat a Hexen Wolf, rip his belt off.
Easier said than done.
The biggest problem is the city itself. He could be anywhere. I'm sure the police will be setting cameras and men throughout the city, but their guns won't kill him.
Right. No weapon can kill him. Our only hope is to get that belt off of him.
So, what do we do?
We wait. Wait for the right moment to get him. He'll be running from the police.
On the other hand, we can't afford to wait. He'll be killing more innocent people every day. We must take action.
The Ninja Bros will return right after